Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here with Sella and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we use is a little tug and release on her training collar. She will go home with her very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly. Rich is also using a clicker and an occasional treat for motivation because we want her to stay happy during her training session, and she is sitting very nicely at Rich's left. The first exercise that they're demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is nothing more than proper leash walking, but for Sella this was a process because she likes to jump. So proper leash walking means that you walk at your owner's pace. You don't forge ahead, lag behind, jump. When Rich turns, she turns, and when Rich stops his feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. Nice sit. Rich gives her a little click, and then he tells her to stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you only use one word. When Rich returns back to her, he walks right back to her shoulders where they started, and at this point she expects to get another command. And your job at home is going to be to lengthen out the amount of time that she can hold it and the distance that you can go. And you can practice it indoors as well as outdoors. Nice sit. Stay. And Rich is using that click as a reward because she has learned that the clicker might indeed, that is your come on command. You do use her name, it's Sella, come, and she should come right in front of you and sit facing your knees. And Rich will demonstrate that again for you. And you can see she's very happy when she's doing her commands. And it tires her out mentally, which is the most challenging thing. Rich leaves her again in a sit stay. He went a little bit further away this time. He's going to use her name. He takes a couple steps backwards, so she actually has to C-O-M-E. And then she comes and sits. Her housebreaking is going really, really well. I'm going to give you a sample schedule and some information to help you make the transition to home. Nice sit. Now the next command will be your down on command. The whole dog has to lay down, just not the front half. Now she's not as good with her down stay as she is with her sit stay. She knows what it means, and you can practice at home right in your living room. If she goes to jump, Rich is going to give her that little correction that we talked about. She's got herself tangled up in the leash. This is Sella. And Rich just goes back to a simpler task, which is the heeling, and gets her back focused again. Because she can distract herself pretty quickly. So that's what you do at home when you feel like you're losing control of the situation. Go back to simple heeling and sitting. Perfect. So we have demonstrated for you Sella's ability to heel, to sit automatically, to sit and stay, to sit, stay, and come, to lay down and stay, and to lay down, stay, and come. I have paperwork for you to address every single thing that you sent her here for. She's been a good student and a great guest, and we've enjoyed having her, and we will see you soon.